And welcome back, survivalists. In this video, I'm going to outline 5 flashlights that you should own in case of an emergency. So these flashlights will really come in handy if you experience a bad hurricane or a tornado or just a bad thunderstorm where you lose power for anywhere from a few hours up to a few days. So the first flashlight I recommend you get is a solar power directional flashlight. So this one here is from Hybrid Light. It actually has 2 different power sources. If you take off the base, you have replaceable batteries back here, so you can store extra batteries so you always have a charge for your flashlight. And it takes 2 of these into the base, but it also has a rechargeable battery built into it, which charges from the solar panel built into the case. This flashlight also has a protective plastic cover around these solar panels, so you don't have to worry about breaking them, and it's curved so it doesn't really impact your grip at all. What I love about this is it actually has a button here where you can choose what power source you want to use the flashlight from. So you can use the power from the replaceable batteries or from the rechargeable battery just by clicking this button. So I think something like this would be perfect to keep in your vehicle or with your home preps or even just in your junk drawer at your home. Because it has the 2 sources of power, the batteries and the rechargeable batteries, you know that you'll always have light when you need it. But with the rechargeable batteries and the solar panels built into the light, if you have to go a couple of days or even a couple of weeks without power at your home, you know that you'll be covered. There's actually a lot of different solar powered lights out there. This one here is from Hybrid Light, and their newest model actually has a larger solar panel and has a USB port on the end of it, so you can actually charge your cell phone from your flashlight. I'll have links to this flashlight as well as all the other flashlights I'll be covering in this video down in the description below. The next light I'm going to recommend is some sort of headlamp like this. These are really popular amongst campers and hikers because it frees up your hands to do other activities while still providing you that light. And I think something like this would be perfect for your home preps as well as your vehicle emergency kit. If you need to change a tire or work on your vehicles, having your hands free is going to be crucial. But even in your home preps, if you're trying to apply first aid to someone or you're cooking or even just walking the dogs, having your hands free is going to be really important. So I think a headlamp like this is going to be crucial for your vehicle emergency kit or maybe a boat emergency kit, but having one in your home preps is also a pretty good idea. So the next light I'm going to recommend is having an emergency radio with LED lights built into it. So this is really a multi-function emergency kit, and this is definitely one of the first items that I recommend people buy when they first get into prepping. So I've actually got a few different emergency radios, but this one here is from Voyager and I'm pretty happy with it. So this thing's not just a NOAA weather radio, but it actually has several different lights built into it. So on the front, you obviously have a directional light like this. You then have an emergency beacon light, so if you are in distress and you need help, you could place this out your car window or your home window to get somebody's attention. And then it even has a bank of LED lights like this. So if you're working on something, you just need some light in the general area, or maybe you're trying to light up a room, having this bank of LED lights could be really helpful. And what I really love about this is it actually has 3 different power sources, which is really important in case of an emergency. So the first one is obviously just these AA batteries down here, which we all have laying around the house. We shouldn't have any shortage of AA batteries. But then it also has a rechargeable battery down here as well. There's actually a few different ways that you can charge that rechargeable battery. First off, it has a USB port here, so if you want to go out to your car, plug this into your car, you could charge this up that way. Then it has a bank of solar panels built into the radio so that you can keep this out in the daytime to charge it up so you can use it at nighttime. Then it also has a crank on the side here so you can recharge your rechargeable batteries that way. So if you need power right now, you have no shortage of options to get this thing charged up. And because of these USB ports in the back, you can actually charge other devices like your phone or a tablet. So if you are in desperate need to make a phone call, you could plug your phone in here and just start cranking away on this, and it may take a minute or 2, but you could have enough charge to at least make a phone call or send an emergency text. So because of all the different functions and the different sources of power and the ability for you to use this to charge other devices, getting an emergency radio like this with a built-in flashlight is definitely one of the first items that I recommend new preppers buy. So the next light I recommend you get is some sort of omnidirectional light. This one here is from Coleman, and this is a camping lantern. And this is actually the first item that I usually grab when I lose power in my home because I can illuminate an entire room and I can work hands-free. So you can get a camping lamp like that relies on batteries. There's also several pretty innovative omnidirectional lights out there as well. This one here is also from Hybrid Light, and what I like about it, it gives me that omnidirectional light, but I can actually compact this and turn it into a flashlight with a directional light. And this light also comes with a rechargeable battery, which you can charge from the solar panel on the back of it, or by plugging it into a USB charger. So something like this I think is perfect for an emergency situation, especially if it goes on for several days, just because you can get that omnidirectional light, or you can have that directional light as well. But if you're sitting at home without power for several days, you don't want to have to rely on holding a big flashlight like this just to read a book or cook dinner or apply first aid. Having that omnidirectional light really frees up your hands and illuminates an entire room. So another really innovative light that's perfect for emergencies is something like this. This is from manmade, and this is a solar-powered inflatable lantern. So this thing actually compacts to a very tiny size, and then you inflate it, and this inflatable body is what disperses the light and turns it into an omnidirectional light. It also has a solar panel right on the front of it, so again, you just leave this outdoors to charge in the daytime, then you bring it into your home in the evening time to light up your room. And some of the newer models from manmade actually have a bigger solar panel. They have a USB port and up to a 4,000 milliamp battery. So you can charge your battery in the daytime and then use that battery source to charge things like cell phones or tablets. And this light also has an SOS feature, so if there's a bad flood or a hurricane, you could stick this in the window of one of your rooms to help rescuers find you. Because of how light and compact this thing folds down to, the ability to recharge this light from the sun, and the ability on the newer models to charge things like your cell phone, I definitely highly recommend that you get yourself a illuminated lantern for your emergency kit. So once again, I'll have links to all these lights down in the description below. And if you want to learn more about how to start prepping and what supplies I recommend, click on this playlist right here to check out a few of my other prepping for beginner videos. And subscribe for more prepping and survival information. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys over in the next video.